We've all been captivated by the dreams of interstellar travel and the hope that one day, humanity may conquer the vastness of space. From the first astronauts venturing into the unknown to the ongoing progress in technology, we've imagined a future where we travel beyond our home planet and establish thriving colonies on distant worlds. These ideas have been the backbone of many of the greatest science fiction works, and for many people, they represent an idealized version of our future, an exciting, adventurous leap into the stars. However, as much as we dream about the stars, there are several chilling realities that we must confront. These limitations raise serious questions about our long-term survival and our ability to ever leave the solar system. The truth of the matter may be far more shocking than we could have ever imagined. Despite all the hopes we have for the future of space exploration, we may be forever bound to Earth. The reality is that the universe is an incredibly vast place, and though we've made strides in understanding it, we are still in our infancy when it comes to exploring it. Worse still, our planet faces challenges that may soon render it uninhabitable, and our current technological limitations make it seem impossible to truly escape the solar system. These realities raise crucial questions. Do we, as a species, have any hope of surviving in the long term? Can we colonize other planets and moons to secure our future, or are we doomed to stay stuck on Earth, facing the inevitable decline of our home? The answer, for now, is uncertain, but let's explore what we do know. Looking at Earth's future from a scientific standpoint paints a rather grim picture. Climate change, resource depletion, and human overpopulation are just a few of the issues that will likely contribute to the gradual deterioration of the planet's habitability. It's shocking to think that in just 100,000 years, Earth may no longer be able to sustain human life in the way we're accustomed to. This may sound like an eternity away, but it's important to understand that, on a cosmic scale, this is an alarmingly short amount of time. Many scientists predict that the Earth's climate will continue to become more hostile to human life, and the changes we are currently witnessing may accelerate far faster than we can imagine. So, if we don't take drastic action, humanity could very well be facing a future of unprecedented environmental disasters, where much of Earth's population is displaced, and large portions of the planet's ecosystems are destroyed. This bleak scenario calls into question whether we, as a species, have the capacity to overcome these challenges and adapt to a changing world, or if we're simply a species doomed to extinction due to our inability to address these massive problems in time. The consequences of climate change, ocean rise, and environmental collapse could be devastating. According to projections, rising sea levels could lead to the submergence of iconic cities such as New York, Rio de Janeiro, Hong Kong, and many others. As the oceans rise, vast amounts of habitable land will be lost, and millions of people will be forced to flee inland in search of safety. Yet even these inland areas will be under threat from increasingly extreme weather patterns, disease outbreaks, and social unrest. Overpopulation, in conjunction with dwindling resources, will further exacerbate the situation, leading to competition for food, water, and shelter. Meanwhile, entire ecosystems, such as coral reefs and rainforests, could collapse, causing the extinction of many species, both animal and plant. The loss of biodiversity will be catastrophic for both the environment and human societies, as we rely on these ecosystems for food, medicine, and other resources. Hawaii, once a tropical paradise, may only exist in the stories of the survivors who managed to escape the ravages of environmental collapse. As a result, cities might have to be rebuilt on mountains that were once considered the highest peaks on Earth. These mountainous areas will be the only places left that are safe from rising sea levels and extreme weather. But even that won't be enough to save us if the fundamental issues of climate change and environmental degradation are not addressed. Eventually, the Earth itself could become a hostile, overheated world, a kind of greenhouse where humanity struggles to survive. The idea that we might one day live on a planet where our civilization is reduced to the last pockets of life is a horrifying thought, but it's one that many scientists predict if we fail to act. This is where the vision of Elon Musk comes in. As a billionaire visionary, Musk is one of the few people who has responded to this grim future with real plans. Musk has long been outspoken about his belief that humanity needs to become a multiplanetary species in order to survive. His logic is simple: if we continue to rely solely on Earth, our species will be at the mercy of whatever catastrophic events occur on our planet. Space exploration, he argues, is humanity's best shot at ensuring its long-term survival. And Musk is putting his money where his mouth is, investing heavily in space technologies with his company, SpaceX. Musk's ultimate goal is to make space travel accessible and practical for everyone, which he believes will allow humanity to colonize other planets and moons. His ambition is clear: to establish a human settlement on Mars and eventually transform the Red Planet into a habitable world. The concept is known as terraforming, and it involves transforming the environment of a planet to make it more Earth-like, suitable for sustaining human life. Musk's vision for Mars involves releasing water from the planet's poles, which could be done using nuclear warheads. This would theoretically create a more stable atmosphere, raising the temperature and allowing liquid water to exist on the surface. However, while Musk's plans are ambitious and exciting, they are met with skepticism from many scientists, including those at NASA. The space agency argues that the technology required to terraform Mars, especially the use of nuclear warheads to alter the planet's atmosphere, is far beyond our current capabilities and may never be achievable. But despite these doubts, it's undeniable that Musk's efforts have reinvigorated the conversation around space exploration. NASA, which once seemed to abandon the idea of colonizing other planets after the failures of the 1980s and 1990s, is now working in collaboration with Musk and SpaceX to push the boundaries of space exploration once more. Together, they are working on the Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the Moon and eventually establish a permanent lunar presence. The Artemis program is part of a broader effort to use the Moon as a stepping stone for future missions to Mars. Musk's SpaceX is playing a crucial role in this mission, with its Starship spacecraft designed to transport humans to the Moon and Mars. While the Moon may seem like a stepping stone on the way to Mars, it's important to note that even Mars may not be the ultimate solution for humanity's future. Mars is a harsh and inhospitable world, with a thin atmosphere, low gravity, and extreme temperatures. It is not a perfect candidate for colonization, and even if we manage to establish a presence there, Mars may eventually become too small or too uncomfortable for large-scale human habitation. As a result, we may need to look beyond the solar system if we hope to secure humanity's future. However, the issue of traveling beyond the solar system presents an entirely new set of challenges. Even though humanity has made great strides in space exploration, we are still bound by the vast distances between us and the stars. For example, the nearest star to our solar system, Proxima Centauri, is located over 4 light-years away. This means that even the fastest spacecraft we currently have would take thousands of years to reach it. The fastest spacecraft ever built, NASA's Parker Solar Probe, travels at a speed of 700,000 kilometers per hour. While this is incredibly fast, it is still nowhere near fast enough to reach another star within a human lifetime. Even SpaceX's Starship, which travels at speeds of around 27,000 kilometers per hour, would take tens of thousands of years to reach the nearest star. So, is interstellar travel an impossible dream? Is the idea of leaving the solar system beyond our reach? The truth is that, with our current technology, it certainly seems that way. Even if we were able to develop spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel, there are still many unknowns when it comes to the laws of physics and the energy requirements necessary for such a feat. However, this does not mean that the dream of interstellar travel is over. In fact, scientists have been working on theoretical propulsion systems that could make faster-than-light travel possible. One of the most exciting ideas in this field is the concept of a warp drive. For years, the idea of a warp drive was purely science fiction, but in the 1990s, scientists began to seriously consider the possibility. The first person to propose a mathematically viable warp drive was physicist Miguel Alcubierre, who suggested that it might be possible to manipulate spacetime itself in such a way that a spacecraft could effectively warp through space faster than the speed of light. This concept has since been explored by many other physicists, who believe that it could one day be possible to create a spacecraft that can travel at faster-than-light speeds. Despite the excitement surrounding the idea of a warp drive, there are still significant challenges to overcome. For one, we have no idea how to generate the enormous amounts of energy that would be required to warp space-time. Furthermore, the idea of faster-than-light travel raises many questions about the fundamental laws of physics, which are still not fully understood. Some physicists believe that the discovery of new laws of physics, or even the manipulation of existing laws, could make faster-than-light travel a reality in the future. However, these ideas are still highly speculative and remain far beyond our current technological capabilities. In the meantime, there are other possibilities that may bring us closer to the stars. Some researchers believe that advanced extraterrestrial technologies, which we may one day uncover, could offer clues about how to achieve faster-than-light travel. There are reports from around the world of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, that seem to defy the laws of physics as we understand them. These sightings, often reported by military personnel, airline pilots, and others, describe craft that can travel at incredible speeds, make sharp turns, and exhibit other unusual behaviors that current technology cannot replicate. One of the most famous figures in the UFO community is Bob Lazar, a self-proclaimed whistleblower who claims to have worked on reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology at a secret government facility. According to Lazar, the key to these technologies lies in an element known as Element 115, which allegedly powers alien spacecraft. Though many have dismissed Lazar's claims as the ravings of a conspiracy theorist, recent developments in science have shown that Element 115 is real. In fact, scientists have even been able to synthesize a version of the element in the lab, though it is not stable enough for use in propulsion systems. Some believe that extraterrestrials have mastered the manipulation of this element, enabling them to travel faster than light. While these ideas may sound like science fiction, they are rooted in real scientific inquiry. If extraterrestrial civilizations exist, it stands to reason that their technologies may be far more advanced than ours. Perhaps, one day, we will discover how to harness these technologies for our own purposes. In the meantime, we are left to wonder whether we will ever achieve the dream of interstellar travel, or whether we are destined to remain confined to our solar system. Ultimately, the possibility of interstellar travel raises profound questions about the future of humanity. Are we on the brink of a new era in which we become a spacefaring species, or are we simply too limited by the laws of physics to ever reach the stars? As we continue to explore the possibilities of space travel, it is important to remember that our journey is just beginning. The path forward may be long and filled with challenges, but the potential rewards, securing humanity's future and expanding our knowledge of the cosmos, are too great to ignore.